My name is Mary Everhart, and I live in Franklin Park Borough, and I attend the Franklin Park Baptist Church. Our pastor, Bo Gamble, had asked if I would speak a few words about gratitude. My first thought about gratitude was that I am so glad that I have God in my life. My parents sent my two brothers and I to Sunday school regularly when we were very young, and I've never fallen away from church in all these years. I had a very good husband. His name was John. He was very loving and kind, very hard worker. We had twin daughters, Susie and Sandy, and he was very good to them. He was also very good to his mother and my mother. My mother lived on the same property as us, with us next door for 18 years, and she never had to empty a waste paper basket. My husband did everything for her, just out of love the way he was. I lost him when he was 75 years old from leukemia, and I learned to be independent. I've had excellent neighbors. The Pat and Bobby Lynch and the Newsoms and Martha Crease, they've all looked after me. Bobby Lynch, they send me my meals every week. I've got how to cook now, and they feel that's a blessing to them to help me. I really feel that they almost think of me as their mother. We've had a lot of good times together, a lot of good laughs, and when I moved from the city and married and moved here to this property, John had a lot of relations here in Franklin Park. His grandmother and grandfather lived on the farm behind the Franklin Park Baptist Church, and they had 8 children. For some reason, almost all the children stayed in Franklin Park when they married. So when I came here, they were very kind to me, that city girl, and I was very kind to them. I have a niece and a nephew, Laurie and Randy Dower, who are very, very kind and good to me. There isn't a day that goes by that they don't call me to see how I'm feeling or if I need anything. And they're happy to do anything for me. There's never any begrudging. It's done so lovingly. I'm glad that God gave me a sense of humor. Of course, my parents had something to do with that too. But through life, we need that. It takes us through the hard times and the good times. I've lost a daughter this year, Susie from Virginia, and she died of a brain tumor. And she was in very bad condition, so I was grateful that God called her. She had it for 23 years, and so it was a very hard thing for her husband. But her husband, Bob, calls me every day. My daughter in Nebraska is in touch with me at least twice a day. And so I'm well taken care of, and I have a loving family and a lot of loving grandchildren. I find that prayer is very, very strong. I don't know how anyone can go without prayer in their lives. I know that when I pray to God, He doesn't always answer me in the way I think. In fact, when I was young, I used to help Him with the problem. I would ask for what I wanted, and then I would tell Him how to solve it, because I thought He was so busy He needed my help. And but as I grew older, I let Him do the decisions. I waited, and sometimes they were answered in such strange ways that it was just hard to understand. And many things that happen in your life, I always said was a God thing. I always said that I had a telephone line open to God, and anybody could use it. So I've had a good life. I'm 94 years old. God has given me good health, and He's watched over me and helped me enjoy what I have. Our Franklin Park Baptist Church is like a big family. If you need anything, you just have to ask. You can ask anyone there. They will be happy to help you, and you in turn have done a lot to help others. It's a great loving condition to have, and having all the social friends that you have from the church also. In years back, in order to raise money when we were building onto the church, we would have turkey dinners. We would serve 1,000 people. We worked 2 days to get it ready and grumbled. And when it was over, we were so happy because we did so well. And people, as they left the dinner, would say, "Now remember us for the next time." And so that brought you together as a church family, and everybody was willing to help. Everybody had a job. So I think that you've listened to my life now, and I appreciate your listening. Thank you.